This demo is on how alerts work in the forecast. When you first come into the cash forecast, you will see that you are in calendar view. In this view, you'll notice you have an alert. And in the alert, it explains that you have fallen below $25,000, specifically on July 8th and July 9th. The way that alert was set was in the setting of dates and limits while in the calendar view. The minimum and maximum alerts are there to help you as the small business owner understand in the future when you will fall below a preset floor or a maximum amount. I'm going to focus on the minimum amount. That is what most small businesses are most concerned with. In this case, I chose the amount of $25,000. Once I put that in, the forecast will always use that amount as the minimum of an ending day position in the forecast. In this case, I had a transaction, a cash out transaction, on July 8th that caused me to fall below $25,000. As I went into the next day of July 9th, again, I finished the day below $25,000, so I received the alert again. Additionally, you can find alerts by clicking on the Alerts button. In here, it tells me the same information. Additionally, you can set alerts for other applications, and they will also reside here. In the case of inventory, you would see an alert if your quantity on hand has fallen below a predetermined number. The alert says July 8th. If I'd like to find out what has occurred on that date, I can scroll forward and see that on July 8th, the date has changed from green to red, telling me that I have hit one of my limits. If I want to click on that day, or if I want to specifically click on cash out, I can find out what transaction has caused me to fall below my limit. As I click on the cash out for July 8th, I see that I have two transactions: building rent at $1,200 and a special payroll charge of $110,000. I can also click on that transaction, and if I do not want to fall below the $25,000 minimum, I potentially can change the amount of the payroll or potentially change the date that it will occur, assuming that I have more cash on a later date. In this example, what I will do is, because I have designated it as special payroll, let's assume it's a bonus, I will actually push it out further, potentially into August. And then I can save it. You will notice that now that I have moved the transaction out, I no longer have any alerts, and that all end-of-day transactions are above the $25,000 minimum. And that is how alerts work.